Yo, what's good, YouTube? It's ssgtrell here, and today we are gonna be reacting to "Weed is Ruining a Generation of Men." Now, if y'all know me, if you've been on the channel, if you've been subscribed for a while, I used to be a pothead, and yes, I said pothead because, bro, at one point in time, I was smoking like 4 or 5 times a day. Now, I'm only 18, so imagine how much damage, you feel me, that could have did to my mind, you feel me, my lungs, my whole body, you feel me, all of those things, you feel me? So, I would say we can help with certain things and in certain ways. Like, it depends on how you use it, though. I was using it for many different things. At times, I was using it to be productive. At times, I was using it to avoid certain feelings. And anything you could think of, I was using weed for. I was using it to make me feel happy. You feel me? But, yeah. I got a whole bunch of weed story times that I could give y'all. But other than that, let's get straight into the video.
Czar, it's not the same Czar. I call it chemical Czar. The old Czar, bro, it used to make life beautiful. You go to the park.
4 to 5 blunts a day, honestly.
Bro, that's a lot, bro.
Like,
Feel me?
I am way too high. Damn, why I'm this high? I remember growing up seeing those commercials saying don't do meth, stay away from meth, don't do drugs. Or even those cigarette commercials with the lady that had to talk like this with the device at her neck. You know what I mean? Because she smoked cigarettes. Some of y'all...
I'm gonna give y'all a little backstory. Rest in peace to my grandfather, you feel me? That shit used to come on the TV. I think I was probably like 7 or 8, dog. Bro, that shit used to come off the TV. He used to turn that shit right off. He ain't even want to see that shit. Rest in peace to him,
to remember that stuff. But commercials saying stay away from drugs was a really popular thing back in the day. But weed is a drug that people have learned to love because of the calming and happy feeling that you get when you smoke a blizzard. But recently, people have been noticing that weed don't really give the same feeling that it used to. Check this out.
We all understand this Czar is not the same Czar. I call this shit chemical Czar. The old Czar, bro, it used to make life beautiful. You go to the park with your partners, spark some Czar, and damn it, my brother, you're living great. Oh, this new Czar? Oh, this new Czar make your ass a different person. You fucked up, you can't think. At least you can't think about shit that's gonna help your ass. You just think about all negative shit. Nigga thoughts beating your ass. It's all negative. You ain't good enough. Yeah, that nigga finna cross you. Hey, bro, it's like...
Nah, I ain't gonna lie. He not lying about that shit, bro. Like, I don't know what the fuck they putting in weed, bro, now. Bro, I was smoking when I was, like... I started smoking for real when I was 15, bro. And... I was smoking carts. I was smoking actual weed, like real weed. Like, this is before all the spray and shit like that. I was getting high off of edibles, all of that, bro. The new shit that they got, I don't know what the fuck they putting in that, bro. Shout out to bro, you feel me? This was December of 2023. I think this is when sprinkles was like fake, like the shit was fake hot. So it was his G-Day and he had some sprinkles and we was in a spot and bro, I don't know what the fuck they put in sprinkles, bro, but that shit had me on the couch. I'm like, bro, I'm smoking and I'm sitting there, but like, bro, I'm so high, bro. I'm sitting there like this, like I was, bro, that I don't know what the fuck they put. I thought I was laced, bro.
The line skits, bro. This not no game. If you keep hitting that shit and you starting to feel that this shit ain't really giving me that same feeling it used to. It probably ain't the same shit.
See, I did 10 years in the military, so my days of smoking has long been over. But I had my moments in college. I mean, I was never one of those stoner dudes. But I remember back then just being amongst friends, and it would just be a whole lot of laughter, a whole lot of joking. But it seems like nowadays, These dudes be so mellowed out to the point they walking around like zombies. I have family members that still smoke, and every time I'm around them and they're high, it's like I'm talking to an empty vessel. Like they walk around like zombies and stuff. I'm like, yo, like what is this weed doing to you? Like dang, no more laughing, no more giggles. You don't want to tell a joke or two? I used to joke all the time.
Nigga said no
This
more
new age
giggles.
weed got y'all walking around stuck.
I hate when people ask me, like, how do I cope with pain? Because, bitch, I'ma always say I smoke. Like, people might not realize, but, bitch, weed and, bitch, like, it's like, I don't know, it's like smoking just done helped me out through so much. Like, bitch, it done got me through the roughest time. Like, I don't know. Like, it's
And
like,
I feel like that's why it could be dangerous, bro. You feel me? Like, if this is the first thing you go to, you feel me? Like, bro, it's gonna be dangerous in so many different ways, bro. You spending mad money on weed, nigga. You spending mad money on weed. You just smoking weed to deal with your problems. You not really sitting and trying to deal with your problems, bro. You
can't
feel me?
explain it. It's like an undescribable love. It's like an undescribable internal peace that it gives you.
See, here's my problem with people that use weed to cope, or any substance for that matter, whether it's drinking or smoking. Although the problem disappears while you're high or you're drunk, what happens when you come down from your high? Now you're sober and you're sitting there like, dang, I got really bad anxiety. And it's coming from unchecked traumas and experiences. You never really got a perspective shift on it. You never really healed or created some type of understanding through it. You just coped by smoking. So you ain't have to feel the anxiety. You ain't have to feel the pain. So because you're not actually addressing the issues that you're experiencing throughout life, once you're sober, all of those things hit you. All of those emotions and feelings hit you. So the cycle continues because you don't like the feeling of all this pressure, all this anxiety, all this buildup, all these
And I say I got, bro, I'm telling you, I really got story times for days, bro. I remember I stopped going to school for, I want to say, like a few days or a week. And I went back to school. This was my senior year. So, you feel me? If you know, you know. But I went to school. I was high as fuck, bro. And I walked into the class. Feel me? I just smoked, though. I'm high off an edible and I'm high off a spliff. You feel me? I walk into the class. Yo. Bro, say I'm right here, right? I walk into the class, everybody just hit this, bro. Bro, the fuck, I could not sit in that room, bro. I went to sit, and then this girl, like, out the corner of my eye, she just looking at me, and I could feel her looking at me. I'm like, nah, I had to leave, bro. Bro, I stopped going to school for like a month after that, bro. Gangsta. Not lying.
So what do? You smoke again, creating an ongoing cycle. Never really dealing with why do you
that shit gave me so much fucking anxiety. It's not even funny, bro.
A substance in order for you to walk through your day. Like, have you ever asked yourself that? Anytime you have to mask your pain behind a substance, that's how addiction is created.
3 signs you need to stop smoking that's out, bro. Number 1, bro, if you can't sleep without smoking, you gotta stop. That shit is going to get you depressed so motherfucking fast, bro.
I don't think I've ever been like that.
You gotta learn how to sleep without it. You gotta take a break. You gotta learn how to sleep. And then you can start again, but you gotta fix that relationship. You have to be able to sleep without it. Number 2, zoom out. Look at the bigger picture. Look at what you're doing. Are you falling back? Are you slowly starting to not care about anything or anyone? Because it happens fast and you don't even realize it. You kind of just stop caring about anything and you kind of just let your life fall off to where all you do is smoke and scroll through TikTok. And it's not good.
Yeah,
If all you want to do is eat, sleep, watch movies, do bullshit when you smoke, you gotta stop, bro. You gotta stop. You gotta be productive. You gotta be productive. You gotta do something with your life, bro. Lock in. This little kid shit don't last forever, my nigga. You grow up.
That's a fact, bro.
You need to grow up. Now, if you cool on all these things and you responsible with it, then you good. You feel me? Like, yeah. I dabble in it, but
yeah, work. I feel like if you if you're the type of person that just smokes and you're not doing nothing, bro. You feel me? Like you don't want to do nothing with your life, bro. You're literally not doing nothing for yourself. Then that's when it's a problem. If you feel me? If you out trying to do certain things, but you still smoking here and there, you feel me? It's cool, as long as it don't take over though. That's a
The
problem.
business is taken care of. I can't function off of all that. You feel me? I don't know how y'all do it, but I can't do it. I'm not 100%.
The thing is like, if you really wanted to improve your life in today's, you would look at the things you do in your life that you don't like and you know it's not helping you. Then you cut those off. And that right there is the hardest task for 95% of people. Because if you know you shouldn't be smoking and you know smoking weighs on you and you know it makes you super tired, yeah, you can stop for 1 day, but how about after 7 days? What about 14 days? What about 21 days when the withdrawals start hitting you and you really, really want to smoke? Or what about when your partner asks you?
I want to let y'all know this now. I've been sober from weed since Thanksgiving. So November, right? Bro, to this day, I still be getting withdrawals, bro. I don't know if that, I mean, that's obviously bad. Like today, I was at work. I'm like, yo, I want to get high so bad, bro. But I'm like, it's no point, bro. You feel me? I came this far. Why go back into a bad habit?
Yo, let's smoke. Are you going to say no? Do you know how to say no? So those are like really big decisions that people have to learn how to do. Those self-help books may work for some people. I'm not saying it doesn't. But I also believe there's a common core foundation that every person who really wants to change their life should look at, and that's discipline, learning how to say no, and contributing a lot of their time to doing things that they don't want to do.
But y'all do me a favor, smash that
That's a
like
fact.
button
I
so
ain't
the
gonna lie.
algorithm could really pick up
That
this video.
saying
I
no,
wanna hear
that saying no stuff. Oh my gosh, bro. And it starts with the little things, bro. I feel like with me, I was smoking a lot with grabber. You feel me? Like I'm like my spliffs wasn't punching, but they, you feel me? You know what's grabber in it. And then I stopped smoking with grabber. You feel me? Start smoking vegans. You gotta change little things. I started smoking vegans. My man's he would roll up with grabber and I'd be like, nah, I can't do it. I'm not smoking with grabber. You feel me? You gotta take those little steps and it's gonna lead to something bigger. You feel me? I started with the no grabber, smoking vegans, saying no to grabber. You feel me? And then as I started taking edibles, and then as a whole, I just stopped getting high.
1,000 likes as a record on my page right now. So go ahead and smash that like button for me. I really appreciate y'all. Thank you. Look, man, I ain't speaking down on nobody that smokes. What I'm calling you to be is more self-aware. Like, ask yourself, why do I have to smoke? Why can't I go without smoking? Can I actually go without smoking? Is people telling me to stop doing this? And am I just coming up with a reason to keep doing it? And am I a better person if I smoke? And ask yourself, what kind of person do you want to be? And is smoking helping you get there? And also, is there something better you could be doing with your money? Like, I have a lot of people that ask me for money, y'all. A lot of people that, yo, I can get $10, yo, I can get $15. There's certain family members, I don't hear from them unless they need some money. You want to know why I don't want to give to those people? Because how are you asking me for $10, but you always have a blunt in your hand? You always have a blunt in your ear. You're always high when I talk to you. How do you have enough money for drugs? Let's call it for what it is, or plant. But you don't have enough money to possibly put gas in your car.
That's
if
crazy.
you are buying drugs instead of making sure you have enough food in your refrigerator or making sure you have enough gas in your car to get to work this week, if you rather buy drugs, to me, you're an addict. And now I don't feel bad for you because you have a deeper problem. And me giving you money, I honestly think I'm going to just feed into your problem. But being high and broke is an oxymoron. You should not be both, because that tells me that you're rewarding yourself for doing no work. So you're chasing a temporary good feeling instead of earning good results out of life. Like, think about it for a second. If your brain knows that it can be satisfied just by rolling up and smoking a spliff, of course it's going to be hard for you to push yourself in other avenues in your life, or even being consistently productive. And I know some people will argue saying, oh, weed is not really bad for your health and stuff like that. Weed is bad for your dopamine receptors. It's giving you a sense of gratification for something that's not actually bettering you, which is handicapping you from using your dopamine to actually conquer stuff in your life.
Damn, why I'm this high. God, I promise you, if you bring me down, I swear I won't smoke again. I don't want to die. I don't want to die. I don't want to die.
Boy, yeah, it might be on that
change. I am way too high.
Bro, I got 2 stories for this. This one isn't more so an intrusive thought, but bro, I was smoking in my backyard. I think this was 2023 November. It was in my backyard. My mom wasn't home. I think she was out the country. I think she was in Jamaica or some shit, right? So I'm like, you know me? I was already smoking at the crib, but I'm like, fuck it, I'm gonna go in the back. I'm not gonna smoke in my room. Yo, I was in my backyard and I'm standing by the wall. I'm like, and all I hear is Latrell, and that shit is coming from behind me, bro. On my life, bro. I went straight back in the house. I'm not even playing, bro. I went right back in the house. I hear my name getting whispered from while I'm smoking. I'm like, nah, it's so quiet, bro. It's so quiet, bro. I even turned around and I'm like, and there's nobody behind me, gang. And then second time, I had this shit on stream too, bro. I took an edible, bro. The shit was like, that shit was like fucking this big. Don't worry about it. That shit was like this big, right? Bro, I'm on a game with my son Eli. Shout out to my son Eli. Bro, I'm on a game with him, right? I'm playing Rainbow. Yo, you know how when you look at those spiral videos, like how they say it'll hallucinate you or some shit? Bro, tell me why I'm looking at my monitor and I start seeing that shit. So I'm like, oh, nah. What the fuck? So I'm like, nah, bro. I'm about to go take a shower, bro, because I got to calm down, bro. Yo, I went in the bathroom. I just laid on the floor, bro. I'm not even playing. Like, I went to the bathroom to take a shower. I don't even know how I ended up on the floor. I was curled up in a ball, bro. I was curled up in a ball looking at the ceiling, bro. Bro, I'm looking at the ceiling and I'm like, nah, I'm about to die, bro. I'm about to die. If I don't get up off this floor, I'm gonna die, bro. Like, I literally felt myself like floating, bro. I'm like, nah, I gotta get up off the floor. If I don't get up off the floor, I'm gonna die right here, bro. So somehow, some way, I got up off the floor and I came back into my room. I don't know what happened. I probably fell asleep after that, but bro, I think that was probably the highest I've ever been in my life, bro.
Damn, why I'm this high. God, I promise you, if you bring me down, I swear I won't smoke again. I don't want to die. I don't want to die. Damn,
boy, yeah, it might be on that
change. I'm too high. I'm about to die. Oh,
call the
man.
ambulance.
Bro.
Oh, shit.
He said call it.
Smoke one on the wake up.
Nigga said call the
Smoke one on
ambulance.
the way
I got
to work.
another story for that,
Smoke one on
bro.
my lunch break. Smoke one on my way home. Smoke one when I get home. You know what I'm saying? Then I gotta smoke another one to fall asleep. So yeah, I be getting about 45 a day. And then
Nah,
weekly,
fuck
nigga.
that. Cause I gotta say this, bro. Bro, my first plug ever I found on TikTok, bro. No joke, bro. I found my first plug on TikTok, bro. I don't even know how I found her, bro. But I think she was the same age. Bro, I was like 15, bro. How you a plug at 15? I think. I don't know how old she was. But, bro, I found my plug on TikTok. And this was the first time I ever got high, bro. So, I had full sun gummies. Bro, I took one because I'm already like, yo, if I take more than one, I might start bugging out. Bro, I took one edible, bro. I got so fucking high. I think I got a picture, bro. I got so fucking high, bro. Yo, I'm in my room laying on my bed. I'm like, nah, I'm about to tell my mom take me to the hospital, bro. I'm like, nah, son. I'm like, nah, bro. Like, there's no way. Like, I didn't even know. At first, it hit me. I'm like, I didn't know what was going on. And then my ears start ringing, bro. Like, I was so high, my ears started ringing, bro. And I'm like, nah, like, I didn't know what was going on. I'm just like, I'm about to tell my mom, bring me to the hospital, bro. Bro, that shit, I'm telling you, this shit not something to play with, bro.
It could be a little more depending on what I'm doing. On the average, I smoke maybe a good 4 to 5 blunts a day, honestly.
Bro, that's a
Telling you,
lot.
I used to be like
Listen, man,
that,
if you're
bro.
productive and you're rewarding yourself, you're an adult, you can do what you want with your life. But if you know you've been trying to level up in life and it feels like a struggle, every year you look back at the last year and you're like, dang, man, like nothing has really changed. I'm still striving for the same goals and I'm still not closer to it. You have to stop comforting yourself before doing uncomfortable, necessary work for growth. And if the weed's not even making y'all feel good anymore, then why are you doing it? Like, I'm hearing they
That don't
put
make
Fetty
sense.
Wap in the weed now. Like, really ask yourself, like, yo, why can't I stop doing this? Am I addicted? Because if I replace the word weed with, like, let's just say, like, cocaine or something like that, and I tell you that, yo, I'm gonna stop doing cocaine. But then I mess around, go back to doing cocaine. Or I mess around and relapse or something. What
Yeah.
would you call me? An addict.
Yep.
But there's something about weed that mainly the people that smoke, and again, if it does something good for you, do something good for you, whatever. But an addict is an addict. You know what I mean? If you can stop and you could just stop cold turkey, that's different. But if you're somebody that has told yourself, yo, I'm gonna stop doing it, and you went back to it, it's time to really have an honest conversation with yourself. I might be addicted to how this makes me.
You feel me? It happens, bro. You feel me? Relapses happen. You feel me? It happens, bro. But if you just keep allowing it to happen and you trying to stop, then for me, I feel like that's a real problem.
What do you think addicts go through? They are addicted to the feeling. And they feel like they can't live right without the feeling, which is why some drugs are stronger than others, which is why people do the most to just get a little bit of change, to get like crack or something like that. But they're chasing that high. They're chasing a feeling. So the same people that will have no gas in their car, no food in their refrigerator, but sit here and hit me up for $8, but the whole time they talking to me, they higher than a kite. To me, that is an addiction that you have.
Yeah,
and it's
that's
time to start
crazy.
being real with yourself.
I've been doing a lot of thinking, y'all, and I think I'm gonna do it. I've been doing a lot of thinking, y'all, and I think I'm gonna do it. I think I'm gonna put the ZA down, y'all. I think I'm gonna put the ZA down, bro. I think I'm gonna put the ZA down.
It's only right, bro. You feel me? You see a lot of benefits from doing it.
That I noticed when I quit smoking marijuana. I'm gonna try not to pause this video because I want it to be super authentic and I don't want to think about it too much. The first thing I could think of off bat is the dreams, bruh. I haven't dreamt so vividly since I was a child. Like last night, I had a vivid dream last night. I can still remember it too. When I was smoking
He not
weed,
lying.
and then trying to recount my dreams in the morning, I couldn't. I didn't know what I dreamt about. But I had like a kind of traumatic dream last night about my childhood or whatever. And it's not lingering with me, but the fact that I'm able to recount it is because I don't smoke no more. Second thing, irritation. You will have peak irritation. When I say peak irritation, meaning you're going to have the most irritation that first week through the third to fourth week, depending on who you are.
I don't know.
First to second week, oh my God. I wanted to wrap my nigga hands around a lot of people's neck and choke the shit out of them, like, especially at work.
Yeah, I feel
Now,
the
to that
irritation
point,
part.
Irritation. You become more consciously aware of the things that people say to you and people's actions. Some people think when they smoke weed, it makes them more conscious of everybody's actions. For me, I would beg to differ. For me, when I stopped, it just made me more conscious of my surroundings and the things that people were saying to me. Like, you realize, one, people say a lot of stupid shit. Two, people say a lot of unnecessary shit. Like, why are you talking? Like, you don't have to say anything right now. It's good to have silence. And three,
It'd be like
a lot
that.
of people are condescending. When I was smoking before work, I really didn't give a fuck because I ain't want to go to work anyway. So I really didn't give a fuck. I would just go to work. I didn't really care about what people were saying too much or what anybody else had going on. But you really noticed that shit. Third thing that I noticed, I said I wasn't gonna pause, but shit. Third thing that I noticed, a lot of the times I was just bored when I was smoking.
That's a fact, bro. Oh my gosh.
You just smoke because you see the wood in the ashtray and you probably just booped off that.
Yo, oh my gosh, this nigga is talking facts, bro. Yo, so bro, I used to smoke in my room, bro, and I used to leave the ashes on my desk, bro. And like, I don't want to say seeing that made me want to smoke, but seeing that kind of made me want to smoke, bro. Like, especially, I used to wake and bake, not even brush my teeth, bro. I ain't gonna lie, I was not playing.
And it's just there. That is a bad habit to build on, just doing something because it's there.
Nick, hold on. My bad, yeah. I'm posting a video a lot, but I really gotta like get certain shit off my chest, bro. I used to smoke in my room and leave the spliff on my desk, bro. Like, I was not playing, bro. Like, I really didn't care. Like, I would have ashes. My room would smell like weed. Nah, I'm lying. My mom would have beat my ass if my room smelled like weed. But I would have the packs out. I would have papers out. I would have a spliff on the table, bro. I would have the little... I don't have them no more. I threw them out. But the little, like, jar, I would have that full of weed or, like, 2-3 spliffs or clips in there. Bro, I was not playing, bro. I'm telling you, I really used to be a pothead, bro. I wasn't playing.
Talking about weed. Now, are you eating food just because it's there? Are you actually hungry and need to nourish?
I'm not gonna post the video, y'all, but
you need to take that thinking on to other things. Same thing with drink. Are you drinking because it's there and you have nothing to do? Find something to do.
Mm-hmm.
Fourth thing that I noticed, my conception of time is a lot differently. When I was smoking weed, it was like time would slow down.
Yeah.
For me.
Yeah.
Some people say time speed up for them. No.
It could
be
both.
When I was smoking weed, time would slow down. And I would just
say, for the most part,
in a flow
slow
state
down.
with doing that. Like, I probably smoke, be on my phone, but really I smoke and be staring off into space and just thinking, just how, you know.
Hell yeah.
But now that I stopped smoking, it seems like time goes faster. And then I'm more consciously aware of what I'm doing with my time. Like, I look at 1 hour completely differently now. I look at 10 minutes, 15 minutes, 5 minutes, completely different now. You will appreciate how you're spending your time a little more and how you see time a little more. The fifth and final thing that I've noticed, among other things, I got a lot of things I've noticed, but for this video, the fifth and final thing that I've noticed is how much money I have in saving. Like, I
gotta post the video for this. I have to, bro. I think I just got paid this day, right? I got off of work. Both of my mans was downtown, right? We linked up. My mans was smoking. I think, you feel me? Yeah, I grabbed it. I was like, nah, I'm not smoking that. So we went to the smoke shop. I'm like, let me get some edibles. They didn't have nothing I like. So I didn't get nothing, right? But there's a smoke shop by my house. So I'm like, let me see what they got in here, bro. I spent like $70 in that smoke shop. Bro, I bought a pack of edibles and I caught the eighth, bro. It was 10, it's the ice cream cone shit. It was 10 edibles and the eighth. And that shit was like $80. No joke.
Ridiculous amount of money a week to maintain a habit. The funny thing about the human mind, in coordinates with the human body, if you have a habit no matter what you're going through, no matter how much money you make, just no matter what the situation is in life, you'll figure out how to get it.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if we applied that same thinking into how we chase whatever goals that we have, like no matter what I'm going through, I'm gonna get this job, I'm gonna get this skill,
Yep.
I'm gonna have a relationship I want. If we applied that same thinking into the bad habits that we have, we'd be a lot better people and a lot better off.
So to y'all that's saying, well, you know it's natural, it's from the earth, I get it. It used to be natural. It used to be from the earth. But now a lot of the stuff that y'all are smoking got chemicals in it, and it got different effects. You all that don't know, all it takes is a little bit of sprinkle of another drug to set you off into a whole different stratosphere. I know people that have gotten laced. That one time that they got laced, they started to chase what that drug was that they got laced with, changing the whole trajectory of their life. I even know some people that went into real scary states of mind mentally, and they had to be admitted into the hospital. Like, these are the things we don't talk about when we sit here and talk about, oh, you know, just smoking some trees, 6 or 7 blunts a day, Snoop Dogg, Wiz Khalifa. So what I'm gonna say is, just be careful, but if you are not being productive, put it down. Take a break. See if you could take a break. And if you can't take a break, ask yourself why not. And the way I personally look at smoking, I see it as smoke entering my body and just floating around next to all my vital organs. That cannot be good. To just have smoke just floating around in my body. So I will say this, try something a little bit more natural if you deal with bad anxiety, like ashwagandha, magnesium, D3, these type of things. I'll probably tag something to the screen, maybe a book or something, I don't know. I'll find something to tag to the screen or some ashwagandha or something like that. And y'all try that out. Maybe that'll help you wing off of it, because I know a lot of y'all be smoking because you have bad anxiety. But you will always need the substance until you deal with the reason why you have the anxiety, why you have the bad thoughts. The weed's not helping, it's just hiding it. Anyways, y'all, it's been your boy Top Boogie. Make sure you join my Discord down below. Let me know what you think about this topic.
Hey, man. I could talk about this shit for days, weeks, months, bro. Weed is ruining a generation of men. Let me know how I feel about this video down in the comments below. I hope y'all enjoyed. And I'm going to see you on the next one.